Anybody who took part in the webinar that Jeff Malloy did about a month ago, he spent about a bunch of time talking about brand strategy and all of the elements of a brand strategy, defining a target, understanding your competitor, understanding that having insight into the target's needs and our ability to solve them, understanding the positioning and the benefits and the reasons to believe that differentiate your brand, the architecture, the essence, the personality. All of that starts at the bottom, right? An optimal target for your brand is the foundation of all of this, and that's why we're going to spend so much time today and why we spend so much time focusing on this decision. Understanding who your brand is for and what they're all about helps to make decisions around all of these other elements of a brand strategy. And if you don't have that part of it clarified, it makes all of those other decisions really difficult to make. I touched on a little bit earlier, there's a number of ways to segment, and this could be anything from the very complicated to the very simple, right? I mean, a segmentation is, left-handed versus right-handed, tall versus short, heavy versus light would all be segmentations of the market. As we think about it, typically the most common techniques that get used are sort of attitudes and needs-based segmentation, or some combination of those two, get used for using primary survey research most often. And we'll spend time talking about that specifically and ways to make that better. You can do demographic or corporographic segmentation. A lot of the media buying that's done is done based on demographic segmentation, but you could look at, older versus younger people. You could look at men versus women. If you're in a B2B situation, you can look at big companies versus small companies. Volume. So how much are people buying either of our brand or